Donald Trump has pretended like he is lowering prescription medication for everybody. And just like he always does, he comes out and says that he has this grand plan. Most of the time when he explains it, it appears as if he has no idea what he's talking about. And this is absolutely no exception. This is him, Lana, taking to the podium and explaining exactly what this means for the American people. Lana, after we're done, you let me know if you can understand anything that he had to say.
I will.
So for the first...
What? Wait. Lana.
Wait, what happened?
We need a production manager.
What happened?
The way they do this now, they changed the system. So the last clip I put on there, you have to remove it. So if I hit play on the one clip that I want to play,
they play the last one.
Who's this? Okay, we're going to try this again, Lana. Here's Donald Trump trying to explain to the American people how he is making drug prescription medications lower and better for the American people. And again, I ask you, Lana, if you don't mind to explain to me what he said after we're done.
Sure.
In many years, we'll slash the cost of prescription drugs, and we will bring fairness to America. Drug prices will come down by much more, really, if you think 59. If you think of a drug that is sometimes 10 times more expensive, it's much more than the 59%. You know, it depends on the way you want to analyze it, but in one way you could analyze it that way. But between 59 and 80, and I guess even 90%. So when I worked so hard in the first term, and if I got prices down, remember I was the only one to ever get prices down for a full year, but I'd get them down like 2%, and I thought it was like a big deal. Well, we're getting them down 60, 70, 80, 90%.
Fuck it, 100.
More than that if you think about it
right. You just
mathematically.
pull the rest of them.
And Farmer has...
Listen to the last part, Lana.
But actually more than that if you think about it in the way mathematically.
Yeah, Lana, I don't know if you took the time to think about it mathematically, because it sounds like a great plan where you're just taking prescription medications and doesn't really lay out exactly what the plan is. He's just explaining to everybody 60, 70, 80, 90, maybe even more if you do the math.
Maybe more. He's like reading the stuff for the first time. It's like, oh, 59? Oh, maybe even 85. Oh, but when I was president the first time, I was able to get him down 2%. It's like...
Didn't Biden already do this?
Exactly. Actually did this. Like, actually did this. Not some, was this an executive order?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we go through Congress? Like, if you really wanted this to happen, you would actually send it to Congress and let's make a law. But you're not going to do that because you're gaslighting America again in fucking stupid MAGA, as you call them, flying monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
Believe this shit. They work for Big Pharma. He's literally not going to impose anything, take anything away from Big Pharma. Like, he's just not doing it. He's already promised them tax cuts. Why would he be doing that?
You know, if I'm not even mistaken, Joe Biden's plan to lower, because he had the Inflation Reduction Act, which capped the insulin price at $35 across the board. But I believe he did have an executive order that said we are now going to negotiate with all of the drug companies to bring down these prices. And Donald Trump came in and he got rid of that executive order. And he basically is saying, I'm doing what Joe Biden was going to do the first time, and now I'm going to take credit for it. That's all this is. But again, he doesn't even know how to explain it. He uses, I just don't understand how these.
It's even going to happen right now. Like, I don't, you know what I mean?
It won't.
Like, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, there was already negotiations and a deal met and prescription costs were being lowered. But now what he got rid of it, they got to go back to the same. Like, what are we talking about right now?
No, like I said, it's all show. And this is what this guy does. And it's because he has brainwashed a very large amount of the American people. And now he's going to take credit for something that Joe Biden had already done. And of course, there's going to be plenty of people who jump on the back of this and say it. But I think the difference between Joe Biden is he comes up to the podium, even at his older age, and even when he's a little slower, can explain to the American people what's going to be done, how it's going to be done, and in what time frame. All Donald Trump does is, like he does literally every time, is just say words in a sentence, and you hope that he gets through it coherently. And then when he knows he doesn't know what he's talking about, he just throws out stuff like 60, 70,
Exactly.
80, 90%. He sounds like
I'm
one of
gonna
these
be better-
used
I'm
car.
gonna be
Yeah,
better than Biden. Like,
sounds like a used car commercial.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it's so embarrassing. And the fact that people fall for this is, like I said, I think this is the kind of stuff that we're going to have to go through for a very long time. But again, these are the other kinds of distractions that are taking away from the kind of government that we are really running into, because this, what he just said, ultimately means nothing. I've had people personally come to me and say, I know you hate Trump, but if this goes through, will you at least give him credit? And I'm just like, listen, here's the thing. I don't care if this goes through. Yes, it's great for the American people if it does go through. I think he said that they have to come to him in 30 days and make some plan. But these are plans that have already been in the works under Joe Biden.
Right.
But I'm saying, stop trying to force me into giving credit to a guy. If he does one thing good, he does 50 things bad. So I'm not going to give credit to the guy that does one thing good and does 50 things bad. Sorry. Or even 20.
Right. Because if I wanted to keep people worshiping me while I was robbing them, I'm going to give them a little, I'm going to throw them out some stuff every now and again, just to keep them on the hook, just to keep them thinking like I'm doing something for them while I'm taking more than I'm giving. Like, and that's the part that they don't understand. Like, does he do some things? I guess, like, I still have yet to see the good that he's done. Like, I literally can't, I rack my brain. I can't find anything good that he has done, because this particular person, maybe Republicans, at all at large, but this guy doesn't do anything unless it benefits him. So you have to question everything that he does, like even bringing the hostage home, right? The last one. You have to question, what did he give Hamas?
Mm-hmm.
Because now they did the negotiations straight with the terrorist. They talked to the terrorist.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like? Where was the readout on that? Do we not get a readout on that? Like, how did that conversation go? Hey, you better, like, they're not afraid of, like, you know what I mean? Like, what was it? Because we've heard him talk to Mexico about the wall, and we heard him go, come on, just say anything. Just say you did it. Just say you did it.
Yeah.
So that's how he gets.
Just like he did with Zelensky when he called him up and said, just say there's bad things about Biden and we'll give you the money that we already allocated to you.
Exactly. So everything is a production with this guy. So I don't even think that deal with Hamas, we may have given something up.
Well, the other thing too is, Lana, what you alluded to is what he does understand are the things that do benefit him. He doesn't understand anything else. He has no idea what he's talking about with these drug prices, with tariffs, with hostage. This guy knows nothing. And it is so crazy that people give him so much credit for things.